Welcome to the third section of the program where we will be talking about the core elements of effective sales videos. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for getting this far in the course. I believe that's a great achievement given the fact that a huge percentage of us, a huge percentage of the courses and the books we buy, we never consume. So again, great job. Now, let me start with this. There isn't one copywriting framework that's gonna work well across all types of sales videos. You will have to make a decision as to what copywriting framework to use depending on several factors. Now let's take a look. First is the price point. You remember that we talked about the relationship between the price and length of your sales video in one of the first lectures. Again, if you sell a higher-end product, you would need more time to convince someone to buy. You would have to use more social proof, add more bonuses, explain the offer simply and clearly. So you would have to use a framework that is slightly different than the one that you would use for creating a sales video for an online course that will be hosted on a platform for education, such as Udemy, for example. Why? Because you would need to do less convincing, meaning less time. And second, the price tag of the product will be lower. See, everything is connected here. Another scenario, you sell a low-end digital product, let's say $7 or $17. Well, for the majority of people, this is an impulse buy. They don't have to think hard for it or convince their husband or wife to make the purchase. No, it's easy. In other words, yes, I've prepared some frameworks for you to use plug and play, but I would still ask you to use your judgment and think about the selling environment, the price point, the length, etc. Because these frameworks are built from separate elements that you can move around, skip, or add. Alright, now let's take a look at the frameworks. The first one can be used for products from $500 to $2,000. It's pretty much the same as the framework in your project guide. A few more elements are added, such as a fast action bonus and an offer recap. Now let's take a look at the elements. High-end copywriting framework. First, you grab attention. Second, intro of yourself or your story. If you're going to do a story, it has to be succinct and hyper relevant to the offer. 3, social proof and testimonials. Here you add your video testimonials or written testimonials. Then you arouse interest, the benefits. Then you create desire. Then you add your bonuses to sweeten the offer. Then you reveal the price. You can apply pre-framing or reframing. Then you have a money-back guarantee. Then call to action. And what I like here is to do a detailed explanation of what is going to happen when they click the button, right? Then you have objection killing, target audience, urgency. Remember, this is very powerful, very important scarcity marketing. Don't miss it out. Then you have a call to action. This is the second call to action. Then you have fast action bonus. This is the one I was talking about, the new element that's not included in your project. And then you have offer recap. And then you finish with the call to action. By the way, you always want to finish with the call to action. Well, that's the framework you can use to create 20 to, I would say, 25, 28-minute sales videos. And we'll take a look at examples as well. Now let's move to another framework. This one would be for online courses that you host on platforms for education. So first you grab attention, then you introduce yourself. 3, social proof and testimonials, arouse interest, create desire, target audience, reveal the price, money back guarantee, and a call to action. As you can see, there is a lot of overlapping here, but let's talk differences so you can get the big picture. Here, in the second framework, the introduction of yourself is short and you can skip the story altogether. Why? Well, first, generally, these platforms for education have a specific layout of the sales page and there is a section, biography, right? Whereas, if you do a sales video on your own website, you might decide to have on the sales page only the video and a buy button, nothing else, video and a buy button. The situation with social proof is similar. A platform for education would display the number of students you have, the ratings, the reviews, right? This is all social proof. However, when you sell on your own, you don't have these additional elements that we take for granted generally. Third, in most of the cases, these platforms have a lot of data and they know that, for example, 6 to 10 minute promo videos or sales videos perform best. So you don't have to argue that. You don't have to prove them wrong by creating a masterpiece 27-minute sales video because it might backfire. Believe me, I've tried it, all right? Now, even if you miss the money-back guarantee from the second framework, that's not a fatal mistake because chances are 30 days money-back guarantee is mentioned somewhere on the sales page. Of course, you shouldn't rely on that. It's always good to remind and point attention to this objection-killing device, the guarantee. Does it make sense, by the way? Cool, I hope it does. Now here is the framework I used for a low-end online course. It was $17 and the course was self-hosted on Teachable. It's about how to do promotional announcements at Udemy. So first, grab attention. Second, intro of myself plus my results. Third, why this is a big deal, a short explanation. 4, nobody's talking about this. 5, introduction of the product. 6, arouse interest. 7, create desire. Add bonuses, the guarantee, reveal the price, and then a call to action. Now, as you can notice, I didn't go heavy on social proof. I primarily used my own results, which, by the way, is not as powerful as someone else talking about how your product helped them achieve X result, right? But still, I'm over-delivering value. And the decision to make a purchase is not complex at all. Alright, I've provided you with 3 frameworks as examples. As you can see, nothing is set in stone. You can definitely come up with something good on your own. Feel free to move the elements around, but hey, not too much. These frameworks have been proven to be successful. Don't reinvent the wheel here. One final point. When you sell a digital product, people pay for results, right? So your job is to convince them that your product can deliver those results. Never, ever underestimate the power of social proof. Thank you for watching and stay purposeful.